Thanks for tuning back into our YouTube channel here at ArmorTech. Today we're going to install our door limiter kit onto this Can-Am Defender you see behind me. Before we get too far along, let's have a look at that tool list. All right, our first order of business is to install bracket B. That'll be the bracket that goes onto the door. For this, we'll take our tape measure and we'll put that in the corner of the door. All right, and this is door dependent, depending on what model, what make you have. Between 10 to 12 inches is a good rule of thumb. We're gonna mark this Can-Am door right at 10. 10 to 12 inches is a range from the corner to the back door. However, if you've got a narrower door and that puts you over here close to this radius where all of this weld is, well, you want to back it up off the weld just a little bit to where we've ensured we have a flat surface before we mark and drill our holes. All right, we'll place our bracket on our mark, okay? And that needs to be the rear hole. All right, the top of our bracket needs to stay true to this brake line. Right at the edge of the bracket needs to be right on the brake line, maybe just a little bit off of it, okay? But we don't want this bracket up here like that right there. We want a good flat landing surface when we through bolt this door. And then you'll make your marks for your holes, and then we'll drill those out. We'll locate our 8 by 16 mil button head screws. That is screw number 4 on your instruction sheet. We'll go ahead and place those into the holes we just drilled. We'll grab bracket B. We'll get that placed on there. And then our 8 mil flange nut. Nut number 5 on your instruction sheet. We'll get that started. And then we'll take our 13 mil socket and our 5 mil Allen, and we'll tighten this up. We'll now attach the fixed end of our cable on top of bracket B, and we'll want to make sure the other end is orientated so that the offset brake is rising upwards. We'll put bolt number 3 onto our cable, spacer number 7, and washer number 6. We'll slide that in the hole of bracket B. Make sure that's seated well. We'll back that with our flange nut number 5 on the instructions. I've got 2 13 mil wrenches, and I've got a ratchet wrench to help me speed things up a little bit. Kind of a tight area to get in. We'll want to tighten this pretty snug, but we don't want to over tighten it. We still want our cable to be able to freely pivot, nice and easy. Next we'll install bracket A1 and A2. A1 will go up on top of the extrusion, and A2 will saddle cup the bottom of the extrusion. As far as placement, we'll start right here center of bracket B, and that's where we'll attach to the extrusion. These 2 brackets will sandwich together like a friction style clamp. Number 3 bolt off your instructions, that'll go in the front hole. That's very important. Make sure that's in the front hole. We'll take our number 5 flange nut. Okay. And we'll let that rest up there for just a second. We'll now affix our shoulder bolt number 2 and our number 1 washer. Slide that washer onto the bolt, and we'll put this stud in the back hole of the bracket, and then affix this with our number 5 nut. We'll get all of this started. Now we'll take the other end of our tailgate cable and we'll clip that to the rear stud. So this is our preliminary location for bracket A, or our starting point. We can narrow this door up by sliding this bracket forward. That's going to limit you a little bit closer. It's the suggestion to keep this as tight as possible, to where that limits the amount of energy in case you open this door up in a windstorm and it slams open. The more travel that this door has, the more energy it brings with it, and that's going to create a whipping action in that door, and that's something we want to try to avoid. So I'm going to narrow this up just a little bit more. I like this spot right here. This is good for me. So we're going to take our number 8. All right, that's our little rubber strips, about a 1/2 inch wide, 2 inches in length. We're going to slide that in the belly of A2 right here. So when this bracket sandwiches together, we've got a lot of grip strength there. All right, now that our bracket A is in position and we've got everything adjusted, we'll take our 13 mil socket and wrench, and we'll tighten up the front bolt. And then we'll use our 13 mil wrench, and we'll grab our 12 mil wrench for the back bolt, and we'll tighten this one up by hand. And we want to get it tight enough to squeeze that bracket, yet loose enough to where that cable will still pivot. Your door limiters are now installed, and we hope you enjoy them on your next ride. Thanks for watching, guys.